Cavani got fingered.
It's like the movie Freddy got
Yeah,
fingered.
I was going to say,
right?
that's what the joke was leaning towards.
Yeah.
So Cavani, we know it's been out for a few days now. We just wanted to touch on it, but tell you about more of a broader context of why this is happening to Uruguay. We'll get into that in a minute. But why is this happening?
It's rooted in their history.
Yeah, it is. So, but it's Gonzalo Jara or Jara or
Yara.
Yara. Well, it's J-A-R-R.
Might be a soft J.
Might be yeah.
Like
Hara.
yogging.
Yara.
Yogging.
Yara. Well, either way, he might be Gonzalo No Club Jara. That went well together.
Is that gonna be his
because
nickname?
Mainz, the club that he's contracted to, are outraged by his fingering of Cavani's rear. And I was telling Jason before, it's hilarious to see how the websites are so like awkward about just saying that he fingered his bum, that they are trying to sculpt it in different ways. Like, he touched his bottom. He rubbed his hands in his area, his rear. It's hilarious. But they're outraged and they might release him from his contract. Not so much about what he did to Cavani, but his theatrics after Cavani basically pushed him away.
I'm surprised Cavani didn't turn around and knock his teeth out.
Well, so Suarez did that before to the same guy, but we'll get on that in a bit.
Suarez and his teeth have gotten him in a lot of trouble before, at least.
But before we get to that, Squarespace have sponsored our trip to New York, so thank you to Squarespace. As always, I'm being serious. Check out their website, squarespace.com/TYT. They'll help you build your own website. It's an awesome deal, basically, and you get a free trial, 10% off your first purchase. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't believe in it, because I am building my own website using it, which you guys can stay tuned for soon. Squarespace, build it beautiful. But so Jason, is this karma?
It has to be karma. And again, we always talk about how does karma exist in sports, and like I firmly believe it does because there's too many examples. Check out the clip we did regarding that.
Yeah.
Ben Mankiewicz doesn't believe it does, but what is Ben Mankiewicz? No.
Yeah, exactly.
So interestingly enough, this is not the first time in Uruguayan history that somebody's bum got fingered. and the best part about it is it's the same guy.
Yeah, it's the same guy that's doing it.
Gonzalo Higuain.
Yeah.
And
that's Argentina.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we did it. But Suarez, you're right.
Suarez, my bad.
2013.
Sorry, I get the Blues confused. It's okay. It happens. So maybe not just Uruguayan history, South American football history.
He's actually got the South American fingering bandit. That's his nickname.
That's a great
I just
nickname.
made it up right now.
Oh, what a great Twitter handle. You can start photoshopping his finger in places that it should absolutely not be, and I'm already thinking of a million.
You're thinking about what that guy that blew in LeBron's ear.
Right.
You could just
Lance
see this
Stevenson,
guy everywhere.
blowing in LeBron's ear. We can do LeBron when he was bent over, like praying after the end of the second game of the NBA Finals.
Hilarious.
Oh, man.
But the main context of it is rather than just reporting this and being like, oh, this happened, because you guys know, is it true that this could be karma finally come back around to bite Uruguay or finger Uruguay in the ass? And because we look
the
at
whole
it,
country.
Yeah, we look at the 2010 World Cup. Suarez handballs a clear goal scoring opportunity for Ghana. He gets sent off, but then for clear cheating. But then they go through and they beat Ghana, and it was frustration, outrage. And then we go to the 2014 World Cup. Suarez latches on to Chiellini, takes a chunk out of his shoulder. They progress further than Italy, and they're outraged by that because nothing was taken. So now Cavani is being basically harshly punished for his countrymen's previous actions because all he did was have his rear end violated, and he just
look. Sometimes you gotta take a finger in the butthole when you're playing world football.
Trust, this is so like less severe than the things that I've had done to me. I've told you about the stories.
The wet willies.
Yeah, I've had wet willies, but that isn't bad. I've had my armpit hair taken out. I've had my other hairs in sorer areas ripped out. In Scotland, they just do anything to annoy you. But wet willies was kind of funny. I was just like, it's wet and it's a willy and it's in my ear.
You ever get a finger in your bum?
No, I have plenty of times. On the field it happens. I don't want to disclose it because I'm still getting over it. It's a traumatic experience. But Cavani did the reactionary thing is he just put his hand up and it just...
and that resulted in
his second yellow
card,
and
not a red card.
And Jara got unpunished. So
well,
now he might be punished.
The internet is punishing him.
Yeah, the internet is punishing him. So now he's been investigated by the Cannonball, the association. He may face... some suspension.
Step back for 1 second. The idea of being investigated for that is like so beyond anything I can comprehend.
You sit in the courtroom, right? You be
like,
the judge and I'll be him, right? Go.
So we have the evidence here. We're gonna go to Vine to take a look. All right, and
not guilty. I didn't mean it. My finger slipped, and it was in. It was. I liked it. I thought he was squatting. He's been squatting a lot. I wanted to give him a good feel.
It's adding a whole new level to the word handball.
Yeah.
Or fingerball. finger
It's
bang.
hilarious. But, I mean, there's people out there who have no sympathy for Uruguayans. There's people out there who have sympathy for Cavani because I don't think he's as
By the way,
dislikable character.
Totally. So yeah, he might not be a dislikable character, but he's not playing well.
Yeah, he's not.
That has to be mentioned at some point because I know you have mentioned through tactics videos and through transfer watches
Many times.
and mostly in recaps that he is not a premier striker.
He's not
And
anywhere
he
near
won't
top
be,
10. No.
And he won't be.
No.
But
I feel he's more as a
The
he's a good
expectations
distributor.
are way too high. But maybe, just maybe, all jokes aside, a finger in the butt, a little match ban, maybe he comes back and figures a way to start proving
Yeah, well,
that he is a better striker.
well, it's too late for Uruguay now as they went out, they crashed out. So Chile
Not too late for
now,
PSG.
Yeah, so Chile exactly. Chile might now play either Peru or Bolivia. So in the semi-finals, and they're waiting to hear what's happening with Jara. He may be suspended for that if the investigation goes further. I think that it's all on the field antics. He should be suspended for what he did to Cavani's rear. It happens, but he definitely should be investigated for his reaction to Cavani touching him. He went down like he'd just been punched in the face. So
His rear action.
yeah. Awesome.
Got him.
I'm just going to transition right into Squarespace because that was really good. Squarespace.com/TYT, free trial, 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace, build it beautiful.
Don't point fingers at me. Don't point your finger at me. Get it away. Subscribe to TYT Sports.